The first table is known as a grouped frequency table because I've got frequencies along here, along the bottom row, and then I've got groups of heights, but I don't know whether they're all, say, 49 centimeters or 1 centimeter, or maybe they're in between, and we sort of assume actually they're going to be spread quite evenly. How do we get a cumulative frequency table? Well, the key is to look along the top row again. So if we're interested in all the plants that are less than or equal to 50, well, it's these ones here. If we, however, want to look at the ones that are less than or equal to 100, well, it's these ones that are between 50 and 100, so there's 38 of them, but it's also this 8, so I need to add these two together to give me 46. Less than or equal to 125, it's these 46, but it's also these 31, so that's going to give me 77. And then by the time I got to less than or equal to 150, it's all of them, so it's equal to 80. And that is my cumulative frequency table. Now we want to draw a graph for it. So how are we going to do that? So cumulative frequency means running total. So I know when I've got to 50 that I do have that 8 of them are definitely less than or equal to 50. So actually I plot the 8 against 50, or maybe I should say the other way around, 50 against 8. So I'm sort of using the end points of each of these ones. What about for 100? Well, I've got 46, so I need to find 46 on here. There we go. 125 is going to be 77, so we're very close to the top. Okay, that's 78, that's 77. And then when I've got to 150, I've got 80. I don't know what's going on down here, so I tend to think, actually, no, we can start it from 0. Sometimes you get told off, or you shouldn't start it from 0, but we kind of expect it to be distributed evenly, so it's all right to just go a bit like this. Okay, and just do a sort of line that goes through all of them. I'm not too happy with that last little bit. It kind of went, oh, I'm going to stick with it. No, I'm not. Do it one more time. Okay, I think that's a bit better. So nice and smooth through it. You can actually join it up with a ruler if you're not happy with your graph drawing. Okay, there we go. There's our cumulative frequency graph. Ted asks if Gavin has 10 plants over 120 centimeters in height. Why can't he be certain that he has 10 plants over this height? Well, because he knows he's got 3 over 125, but he doesn't know that these are going to be over 125. You can't look at the graph for this. It could be that all of these are 101 centimeters just by a fluke. So he can't be absolutely sure. To explain why he cannot be certain, it's because we have grouped data. Grouped data, not the exact heights. I hope that makes sense. Only a 1 marker. Gavin sells these 80 plants using the price list below. So any that are less than or equal to 80 for £2 and so on. So how are we going to deal with this? Oh, each plant costs him 60p to grow. So first of all, we know we've got 80 plants. He's selling them for 60p or 0.6 pounds. That's going to cost him, so 80 times 0.6 is 8 times 6. It's going to cost him £48 to grow. So we've then got that if they're less than or equal to 80, then the price is £2. So we need to actually look at our graph here. What's it going up in? It's going up in every one of these is equal to 5. So I'm interested in this along here. That looks about right. Okay, so how many are less than or equal to 80? I've gone up from 80, I've gone along, and I'm reading off 24. So I reckon 24 are less than or equal to 80. Then how many are between 80 and 120? you need to do the same sort of thing again. So we're going to start, this is going to be 120. Read along. I think I'm going to come here. I reckon 74. But it's going to be 74, then I need to minus the 24 that I had that were less than or equal to 80, because this 74 is less than or equal to 120. So actually I've got 50. And therefore I'm going to expect there's got to be 6 that are greater than 120, because I know that the full amount is equal to 80. I hope that makes sense. Should I talk about that anymore? So I'm reading off my cumulative frequency. So I found out how many are less than or equal to 80. So I've gone up from 80, used my graph, read along. I see there's 24. I've done the same again for 120, but there's 74 less than or equal to 120. But I'm not just interested in less than or equal to. I'm only interested in 80 onwards. So I needed to minus the 24, which gave me 50. And then I just had to realize what makes up to get to 80. That's going to be 6. I mean, I could look at the graph as well if I want, and I can see that this little distance here is 6. Okay, and your graph might be slightly different. I'm not expecting you to get exactly the same kind of values, but your method should be the same. You know, you'll get similar numbers to me. Okay, so the profit is going to be approximately, because we're only estimating here because this graph is not exact. We're using a group frequency table. So I've got 24 plants that were sold for £2 each. I've then got 50 plants that were being sold for £3.50 each. And then I've got 6 plants sold for £5 each. But I need to minus the £48 that Gavin spent on this. Okay, calculator comes out now. And I get £205 there or thereabouts. I don't actually have the figure with me, but there will be some sort of leniency either way for that. As long as you can't, as long as you've read accurately off of your graph and your graph, looks roughly like this, then you'll be okay. Quite a tricky little one, that last bit on cumulative frequency, but hopefully that makes sense.